Partridge, and welcome back to another midweek show here on Col U TV from the JobServe Community Stadium. On the show tonight, we've got action and reaction from the fantastic win away at Ipswich in the Cup last night, and also the draw against Carlisle at the weekend. So let's get straight into it. Let's look at the highlights from the 1-0 win against Ipswich, followed by an interview and a few words from Wayne Brown afterwards.
Wayne, what a special evening for you and everyone at the club, and above all, the fans.
Yeah, brilliant. We have some disappointments in our first two games. Obviously conceding 89th minute against Northampton, which is a real disappointment for us as staff, for the players, and more importantly the fans. It's important when you have nights like this that you enjoy them, the fans enjoy them. They've probably waited a long time. I've just been notified that it's 1951 since we last won here. So, as I said, nights like this come along rarely. So it's important we enjoy them, we learn from them, and we obviously take the performance forward.
Did you think it was going to be that kind of special night in their opening half hour when Ipswich were creating the chances and were putting you under a lot of pressure?
Yeah, I'm not too sure how many chances they created. I think the chances that they had were from second phases, from crosses, mostly outside the box in the first half. And that was the plan, really, to sort of nullify them space in front of our back four, which they thrive on. The 10s have got real good movement. So our plan was to nullify that space and try and make them go around us. Then you have to defend crosses. I thought the two full-backs were exceptional, one making his debut. We had 7 academy products out there, 6 involvement tonight. Ted was on the bench. So it's a massive plus for the football club and the way that we want to go about our business. We want to produce our own, give our own opportunity when rewarded, when earned, and they've definitely come through with flying colours.
And Luke Hannand, he's waited for a bit for his first ever goal. What a time to do it, and what a way to score.
Yeah, that's right. Look, you need luck. You need a little bit of luck when you come to places like this against real good teams on their home patch. And in cup competitions, when you have the opportunity to play big teams, you do need a little bit of luck. And I'm not dressing that up at all. Obviously, they're going to be disappointed with the goal that they conceded. We knew that the opportunities that we were going to have tonight were going to be limited. But it was important that if one or two come along, that we stuck one or two away, and thankfully we got one in the back of the net, and showed some real good discipline in our shape, in our performance, and as I say, nullified them for large spells of the game.
He hit it so well. It looked like a regular goal scorer the way he crashed that one in.
Yes. Well, you and I know that obviously he struggled for goals last season. He got one pre-season against Swansea, real good finish. And the kid's got talent. You know, sometimes players do go through dry periods, droughts, if you like, in front of goal. But he was clinical today.
So what did you say at half-time? More of the same. What was the key message? What helped get those players through the full 90? Yeah,
again, it was more or less the same again as we did first half. We knew that the people were going to tire, especially the younger lads. Obviously, making your debut, the occasion, the 90 minutes, the players that you're playing against will take a toll. And I think Al done well to last the 80 minutes that he did, and he was exceptional. But ultimately, it was more about sending a message over to embrace it. When you're nullifying teams like this, embrace it, enjoy it, and bring it on. And that's what they did. And the more the game went on, you could see the belief in each and every one of them to see the process through. And obviously there was a few hearts in your mouth times when they've had a few sort of half chances in the second half. But as I said, in the main, they didn't really open us up. They didn't have any clear-cut chances. They were mainly from sort of second phase set plays or crosses.
Someone asked me who the man of the match was. That's hard. Luke Hannon gets the goal, but the way you defended it thereafter, that's a tremendous collective team effort.
Most definitely, and it had to be the case tonight for us to get anything from the game. You know, I don't like individualising anyone after games, but Alamin, for me, making his debut against a real top-class player, I thought, you know, his one-for-one defending was exceptional. So obviously a special mention for him. Marley's played a handful of minutes in the centre of the park. Again, 90 minutes under his belt in an arena like that against players like that. That can only do the young boy a world of good.
Did you enjoy those celebrations at the end of the game? You, the players, 1,300 fans. What a moment.
Yeah, of course. And as I said at the start of the interview, you know, you've got to enjoy them because they don't come around too often. Away to a local derby, away, the fans, this is brilliant for them. Brilliant for the players, brilliant for the staff, brilliant for the chairman. Obviously the finances are massive for us. If we can get a little bit of a run in this competition, it does go a long way for a club like us. But as I said, for the fans, it's great.
Great for the players and the former players. You think of the big connections between Ipswich Town and Colchester United, including, of course, yourself.
Yeah, of course. Listen, it's a special place for me. It's where it all started. It's nice to come back as a manager and obviously do well and get a result. But it's not about myself, it's not about the ex-players that played there, it's about the collective. Each and every one of them, you know, I'm proud of, and they managed to see the job out.
You know me, I've never played any professional sport in my life, probably lacked all kind of belief when it really matters. So I never thought I was going to ask you this question now. At the end of that tumultuous display and wonderful night, who do you want the second round win?
We've got Stockport Saturday, away. So we'll be on the bus Friday and we'll be worrying about that and hopefully trying to put a performance that will replicate that one to try and get a result there on Saturday, and then whatever comes.
What a great performance and result last night from the lads, and good to see Luke Hannon on the score sheet. And the only statistic that matters from last night's game is the fact that we won 1-0. That's a stat that matters. Find out who we play in the next round after the game on Sky this evening. Just before we look at the Carlisle highlights, we got a birthday message for Hughes fan, for Colchester United fan, Adam Walker, who's celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Adam, for tomorrow on behalf of everyone here at the club. Right, back to the action. Highlights from Saturday's draw with Carlisle, and then we'll hear from Junior Shamadou straight away afterwards.
Junior, first point of the season for the club, but was there frustration there that it wasn't all three?
Yeah, a lot of frustration that we didn't get the 3 points. I feel like it was a poor goal to concede in the first half from a set piece so late on. But I do think we had a good reaction coming out in the second half with the way we played. The change of shape did help a bit. Getting key players on the ball, like Noah, Searsy, Newbie, was vital to that. We showed just how good we can be.
Yeah. And in that first half, Carlisle seemed to want to put a lot of balls into the box from wide areas, which obviously makes it a very difficult period of the game for you and Ryan clamping as fullbacks.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you're up against a side who like to switch the ball. It's just about adapting and communicating with whoever's in front of you. So it's something we didn't do too well defending crosses, and we allowed maybe too many crosses into the box, which obviously resulted into their goal. But that's why second half, the way we came out, the shape, the way we played helped us with that. So we got out quicker to the wingers, the wing backs, and were able to defend crosses much better.
And we certainly saw that in the second half. So was that the main point of what was spoken about at half time?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, inside, we did speak about how they were able to switch the ball far too easily, and we weren't getting enough pressure on the ball. And when the ball did switch, I take account of that myself. I wasn't really getting out to the wing back. So that was a focal point in our team talk about stopping crosses and getting out quicker, which we showed in the second half.
Yeah, and between now and the next game, you guys obviously all have video analysts sort of give you snippets of the game to see where you were good and where you can improve. But it looked like you were kind of taking in those things in the first half and were able to eradicate things that were happening in the second half, and you felt like, or it seemed like you were much more comfortable in the second half personally.
Yeah, that's a big point. The analysis, just going through the games, going through areas of improvement, which is going to obviously benefit us throughout the season. And like I said, when we're inside, that was a focal point on the way they switched the ball and me not getting out to my winger quick enough. So I obviously learned that and just implemented it in the second half, which stopped them from being effective. And I took the game to them, me and Clamps and Coxie when he came on.
Yeah, and obviously from a personal level, it must be a real confidence booster that the manager's got faith in you from the very start of the season. When there's competition for places across the pitch, you know, you're the name on the team sheet for the first couple of games.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good feeling for the manager to have faith in you, and it's just about me rewarding him, rewarding his faith by performing well. And that's what I'm trying to do every time I've got an opportunity. And obviously with the competition of Coxie, it's always good to have someone keeping you on your toes. And he'd say the same thing, as well as Clamps.
Good to see us get our first point on the board, and hopefully we can build on that at Stockport this weekend. If you haven't already got your tickets for Stockport, do go to our website, and all the links where you can purchase your tickets will be and are on there. Safe journey to and from Stockport if you are going up there. That's about it for now from me. I'll be back next week for Tuesday's pre-match show against Bradford. Until then, have a great week. It's goodbye for now.